Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another Wednesday Word. We're in week 3 of our 9-week Biblical Fruit Basket series on the fruit of the Spirit. And this week I get to talk about peace. First week I talked about love, and then last week Julie gave an awesome word on joy. So if you missed any of those, please go to our Facebook page or YouTube page and get caught up on those because they're great stuff. And today for peace, the route I want to take is to talk about peace between us or within the church, peace in our relationships with each other. And to dive into that, I want to read from Ephesians really quick. So this is Ephesians chapter 4, and I'm going to read verses 3 through 6. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There's one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to hope when you were called. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. So in that passage, we hear a lot from Paul about being in unity and being in one. Um, and that's what being at peace will get us. When we're at peace with each other, we come into unity as a body of believers, unity as the church. And really, I think that's that true community, true Christian community that we're really looking for. But the thing is, that's not the easiest place to get to. It sounds awesome, and it is. But to get there, we have to work through any disagreements, any issues, any challenges we have with somebody else. And that can bring up pain. It can bring up just hard times. And it may actually feel like things are getting worse before they get better. And I know that's hard to hear, but we really have to work through that stuff and resolve it before we can be at peace with each other. But man, when we get to that peace, to that true community as a church, and as Christians, that's when I think the church is at its most effective and its most powerful. Words that you hear when it comes to this are resolving conflicts, being in harmony with each other. And as a musician, I love the words resolve and harmony. I sang in choirs all through high school and college. And when you're singing a part with multiple other parts going on, you hear the notes going and they're all moving. And then all of a sudden, you get to this part in the song where the chord resolves, right? And there's these tight harmonies between all the different parts of the choir. And it's this beautiful, powerful sound that comes out of all the different parts being together as one choir, as one sound, as one voice. And I think that's what the model of that true Christian community, the way the church is designed to be, can look after, just being all these different parts, but really together, at peace with each other, in harmony. And like I said, I know it's hard to get to that point, but man, it's so powerful when we do. For the fruit this week, I picked the plum. And the reason I picked the plum is because the skin on the plum is kind of tart, maybe a little hard and tough to get through. But when you get into the middle, it's this luscious, sweet fruit that you get to taste. And I think that's a lot like getting to peace, because on the plum, like other fruits, we don't peel the skin away and throw it away and pretend it doesn't exist. We bite through the skin to get to the fruit, to get to what we're looking for. And that's the same with peace. We have to work through the conflicts, work through the issues to get to that peace. But it's worth it. Just like that inside of that plum is so awesome, is so great. Working through any conflicts we have to get to peace with each other, to get to peace in our church, in our community as a body of Christ. That's when the church is so beautiful and powerful and effective. So it's so worth it. So I would encourage you this week to grab a plum before they head out of season, and work towards peace. If there's somebody or something you need to work through, I would encourage you to start doing that, and just get to that beautiful, true community we're looking for. As always, thanks for hanging out, everybody.